Hey guys, my name is Gary, and I'm a grateful recovering drug addict and alcoholic. Um, I just want to make a brief warning about fentanyl. Right now, I'm doing some work for the Impact Foundation LA.org, and I'm not quite sure where Vicky's going to show this video, but I think it's in schools. And a little bit about me. I've been an addict my whole life, and I've spent a lot of years sober and a lot of years screwed up on drugs and alcohol. When I was in high school, that's when it started. So I know the experimenting and things that go on in high school. And a lot of my friends did the same things I did. And they weren't addicts or alcoholics. They were just like normal kids, and they were just trying to experiment like kids do. So that's my cat, Bob. He comes in here every time I start talking. But what I want to talk about is, first of all, I want you guys to know I've got experience using drugs and alcohol, okay? And it started way back in high school. The other thing is, I just lost my son 6 weeks ago, yesterday. He died in Long Beach, California, from a accidental fentanyl overdose. So I also speak with that experience also. My heart is actually, it's been ripped out of my chest. I don't think I'll ever get over that. I think it's just something I'm going to have to learn to live with. But because of my son's death, and because I'm choosing to live a life of sobriety, I want to be helpful and useful, and make you guys aware that it's not the same kind of deal that when I was a kid. When I was a kid, we would, buy and sell pot, and we dabbled in cocaine and prescription medications, kind of like some of you guys are doing right now. And it's just not a safe thing to do anymore. You know, I just went down to the local police department. I live in Austin, Texas, and I couldn't get in tonight because it was completely fenced around, and you can't just walk into a police station like you could when I was a kid. Things have really changed, and things are getting scary. And it's good to talk about it. Good to talk about it with adults. It's good to talk about it with local police, with officials in the schools. Find out what's going on. You know, um, the fentanyl thing. Okay, I don't know why people are wanting to poison our American youth, but it's happening. Our American youth is getting poisoned. Okay, my son was one of them. A wonderful lady that started the Impact Foundation, her son was one of them. And enough, we've had enough. Enough is enough. And it stops with you guys. It could stop right there. I'm sure um, everybody knows somebody that's been affected by fentanyl and a fentanyl overdose or just a drug overdose. And it's just not safe to buy street drugs anymore, guys. You know, what I learned about, like with Xanax, if somebody's going to buy Xanax or take a Xanax, that has to be perfectly stamped. If you're going to, if you look at the pill, it's going to be perfectly stamped. The letters will be cut perfectly. If it doesn't look perfect, guys, you shouldn't be taking it anyways. But I know some people aren't going to listen to this and they're going to take it. At least be warned that if it looks rough or it doesn't look real, don't put it in your mouth. Please. This is a tough thing to go through, guys. It's tough to lose a kid. This is also a very tough problem, but it can stop with you guys, It could stop with you guys. Just remember, Be careful, guys. Talk to your local police departments. Go in there and talk to them. How do you know if it's fentanyl that you're getting? How do you know, how can you tell? How can, they know, they've been on the streets. These guys are out there pounding it on the streets, working the dangerous areas, and they're the ones recovering the bad drugs. Talk to them. They're not going to put you in handcuffs. I heard these guys are now putting it in marijuana. Putting it in marijuana and, God forbid, Halloween candy. LAX just had a big bust. And it was, they smuggled it in candy boxes. Fentanyl pills. So please, you guys, be very careful. Talk about it. Talk to the police about it. Talk to the fire departments about it. Get it circulating. It's not safe like it used to be. You can't just go to a party and party anymore, because somebody's going to drop dead. And 6 weeks ago, that somebody was my son. They found him in a CVS parking lot in Long Beach, California. So, all right, you guys, thank you for listening. And I have I represent the Impact Foundation.la.org, impactfoundationla.org. And I also have a YouTube channel called Sobriety and the 5-Day God Challenge on YouTube. And on Facebook, you can also find me under Gary Brown, the 5-Day God Challenge. Thank you, guys. Be careful out there.